Okay. I think I've got it. All right, I think I finally have this going right here. Just bear with me 1 second. And I've got some feedback. Just give me a second. Okay, everybody say hello so that I know you're here. Hi Pam, how are you tonight? I was having a few technical difficulties. I couldn't see comments on the screen, so if you're here, please say hello. All right, you're good, Pam? Okay, if you're good, then we must be good. Okay, let's get started. Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com, and I can be reached anytime by phone or email, and those are both on your screen. I would like to thank you for joining me tonight. We are going to do our regular Tuesday night Facebook Live, Stamp with Shel. And tonight I am going to feature some new products that are going to be coming out in the coming out in the January to June mini catalog. I got to do my pre-order today, and oh my stars, I'm so excited. I just cannot wait for those new products to get here. They will not get here soon enough for me. So tonight we're going to be playing with Dragonfly Garden. But before we get started with that, I was just getting ready for this class, and I have one ink pad that completes my set. So I have all my ink pads. And I was just going to get this ready, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this as my tip for tonight. When you get a new ink pad, I'm going to show you what I do. I take off the wrapper, and I pick up the English version, and I stick that on the end of the pad here. Okay, but if you notice on the bottom, there's all kinds of these labels. So what I do is I grab another one, and this one just happens to be blank, and I put this one on the opposite end. Now it doesn't say mint macaron, but I can see that color easily enough. And then I take one more and I snip a little piece off of either end, and then I open up my ink pad and I put one piece here and one piece here. And then this other little piece, and this one just happens to be Japanese, I put in there. So when you have 3 or 4 ink pads open, you'll easily see that this is mint macaron from the top, and you can easily see from either end that it's mint macaron. So that's your tip of the day. Use those stickers so that you don't put a wrong colored sponge in the wrong ink pad, because I've done it and it's not fun. Thank you, Pam. I'm glad you like that. Okay, so tonight I've done a little bit of prep work because I didn't want my video to drag on and on and on. And these cards are pretty simple tonight. I just wanted to use some of the new products and just get a feel for what's going on here. Let you guys see close up. So this is the inside. I should tell you, this one here is mint macaron. I got mint macaron on the brain. Sorry about that. This is Mango Melody. It's 2 M's. Mango Melody, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the Whisper White liner is 4 by 5 1/4. And we are just simply going to grab the floral image and my Stamparatus. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right in front of my face. I don't know why I brought in that foam mat. Okay. So we are just going to stamp this floral image up the side. And I'm just going to do that in what color? I think I am going to use the Misty Moonlight. And I'm stamping it kind of off the edge of the paper. Just want to pretty up the inside of the card a little bit, but yet leave it so don't leave it plain old white so that it's not attractive. Just zazazooing it up a little bit. All right. Clean up my mess. And we'll sit that out of the way. All right, now we can just grab our Tombow and attach this to the inside of our card. Okay, I see a little dot here. I'm going to put it on this side. Just like that. All right, the outside of our card. This is 4 by 5 1/4 of Misty Moonlight. And then I chose a piece of the Dragonfly, what's it called? Hang on. I don't know all these new names yet. I don't even know where I put it. Heavens. It goes with the Dragonfly Suite. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. So we're just going to layer that up. Just like so. I have good news for you ladies. My trimmer blades are in Winnipeg. I don't have them yet, but I will have nice cuts after tomorrow. No more fuzzies. All right. Simple, just like that. I had originally taken this piece of paper. I was going to put it up the side, but I decided that I wanted to stamp in there. So we'll put that in our scrap bucket for later. And I have this piece which was the opposite of this, and I want to use that as a band across the front to mat our greeting on. So, hi Julie, glad you could join us. So we need to choose a greeting, and I think there's two that will fit on here. There's "You are an inspiration" and "Thank you for your kindness." I think I'm going to go with "Thank you for your kindness." And instead of typical black ink, I think we're going to stamp this in the Misty Moonlight. Oh, that kind of blobby. This ink pad is super, super juicy. There we go. All right. So now I can get this Stamparatus out of the way. And we will get our greeting strip matted. There we go. Now I need a little haircut here. It's just a titch too long. Here we go. Now, I'm going to put this one on with dimensionals, if I can find them here. And we'll pop one in the middle because we don't want it to be saggy. There we go. Oops. And we're just going to pop this. I'm just choosing, you can put it anywhere, but I'm choosing a place where you can still see the flowers really nicely. Just like that. Okay, so to save time, I stamped 2 of the dragonflies in Memento ink, and then I took Stampin' brands and colored them. And I chose magenta. I think I did the light. Magenta light, dark mango, and light night of navy. And I just basically scribbled the color on them, and then once that was dry, I hit it with Wink of Stella. And I don't know whether you guys can see how absolutely sparkly those are, but they're beautiful. And we are going to grab some more dimensionals, and we're going to put these on. So it's going to look like they're flying around in the flowers. And I'm just bending their wings up just a titch. So that they look like they're flying. Now, if I had been smart, I would have put my greeting over here a little bit further. But I wasn't that smart. So this guy's going to go like that. I don't want to completely cover my DSP. And there you have it. There is card number 1. And that is the Dragonfly Garden and the Coordinating Punch. Alright, clean up my mess a little bit. Actually, I just thought of something. I have this blue baker's twine. It's Misty Moonlight, and this is part of, oh, I didn't bring my catalog in. I can't remember. Do you remember I showed you the suit and tie dies? This is part of that suite, but because it is the same color as the card we're working on, I thought maybe I'd make a little bow and see what it looked like on here. This was just basically an afterthought, but it's flipping around on me. Give it a snug tug there. What do you think? I don't think we need a bow there. I think it's better without. Yeah, no, I think we'll leave it. I don't think that card needs anything. There's enough going on there. Definitely enough. Yes, you need that set. Yes, it's beautiful, Julie. I can see us getting lots and lots and lots of use out of that. Okay, we're going to do another card tonight with this same set. And this one, I don't know why I thought of this. I have no idea, but I was just cleaning in my craft room and I came across a piece of the, my heavens, I'm having a tough time tonight with all these names. The rainbow glimmer paper. Do you remember this stuff from the annual catalog? All this gorgeous goodness? Yeah. Well, I came across a piece of that and I had a light bulb moment and went, I wonder what that would look like with the Dragonfly set. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to figure out a card with that. And basically all these little pieces came out of my scrap bin. I've cut some of them down a little bit so that they would layer together. But yeah, I just kind of went with it. So this time we have our standard card base is basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm putting a Whisper White 4 by 5 1/4 inside. Okay. Now we are going to work on our front. And I have Magenta Madness. And this one is 3.5 by 3.5. And then I have Gorgeous Grape, which is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to layer those two together. Just like so. And I'm warning you ladies, this is going to be a bright and colorful card. So that was kind of my plan there. I'm trying to do things just a little different and wonky. And this is what I am going to use for my greeting and my greeting mat. And I want to stamp right on this Granny Apple Green with the black ink. And I think it'll work. If not, we can change it up. And then what I did is I took these scraps of the glimmer paper and I used my Stamparatus with the Memento black ink. I didn't even know if you could stamp on this, to be honest. I didn't know if you could, because this is really thick, and the text, there's a lot of texture and a lot of glitter in here, and I thought, I don't even know if you can do it, but I'll try and see. So that's what I did. And I think I stamped each of them about 4 times in order to get a decent image. And you'll notice, I should pull these up close to the camera so you guys can see them. You'll notice that the images took better on the lighter areas of the glimmer than they did on the darker. But I think they'll be okay. We'll see. I'm going to punch them out and we'll go from there. See how they work. Ooh, it's a tough punch. Oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea. I don't want to break my punch. Well, I think I'm going to fussy cut them, ladies, because it is really tough to punch that. So this may look pretty, but if you're not a fussy cutter, I would not advise you, because I was pulling on that punch for all I was worth, trying to punch it, and I just got, that's all I got punched was the tips of the wings. Okay, now this is a very simple image to fussy cut, which is a bonus. But I don't think I would recommend you punching this glimmer paper with a punch. This would be better suited for die cutting. So there, we learned something together tonight. We can stamp on the rainbow glimmer paper, but we cannot punch it. All right, there's one. How pretty is that? But this one's my favorite. And now we have to figure out a greeting. I'll put this greeting set in here. You guys tell me, taking into consideration that this is my tag, what greeting I should have, and enter it into the comments which one you think, while I fussy cut this little guy out. Get my hands out of the way so you can actually see them. I'll read them aloud to you. One says, "You are an inspiration." Another says, "For a true friend." And the third says, "Thank you for your kindness," which is what we used on the other card tonight. And then there's a fourth greeting here that says, "May good things grow all year long," but that's too big for my tag, so that one's out. I suppose I could put "You are an inspiration" on the outside and then put this greeting on the inside. What do you think about that? Yes, the little dragonflies. Those are cute, eh, Pam? Alrighty, I am almost done fussy cutting. Oh, I forgot one wing. I said almost, right? All right. Now we are done. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So let's see. You Are an Inspiration is going to win it. Check that out. Let me pull that up close. Isn't that pretty? You know what? I think I'm going to fussy cut this other one out. I'm going to put the pink one on the inside. And I am going to put these two purple, blue, green, multicolor on the outside, the lighter ones. I think they show up better. So please bear with me just another minute while I quickly fussy cut this little guy. I think in the end it's going to look better on the card with the two lighter colored ones. There we go. One more wing. All right. Just need to fix his head. It's a little wonky here. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that better. We'll put this guy on the inside. Okay, we're going to set it all aside and bring in the Stamparatus. Thanks, Brenda. Good to see you. All right. So, You Are an Inspiration. Is the greeting, and it's stuck so well to my case here. There we go. I am going to set this off to the side like so. And I'm going to take Pam's suggestion and I am going to stamp these butterfly or baby dragonflies or whatever they are off to the side here. What do you think of that? I think it's going to be A-OK. A-OK. All right, Memento black ink, and we are off to the races. Let's see what it's going to look like in green. Well, we definitely need to stamp it again. What do you think? I think it'll be okay. Now I'll bring in my chamois and clean up my mess again. All right, now we get to put it all together and see how it looks. Holy, that's bright, eh? Really bright. All right. So I just had an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to find some ribbon. Bear with me a moment. I just hit. There we go. I lost you guys for a minute. I hit my keyboard. This iridescent ribbon. This is from the Snowflake bundle in the holiday catalog. I think that with all that sparkly goodness that we should have some of this on here. What do you think? Maybe run a bow. I think we're going to be able to do that. Yes? I think we should try it. I'm going to put the bow on first before I commit to where I place those. Oops. Forgot about that little guy inside. Okay. So let's see how this is going to tie in a bow. This is quite a stiff ribbon, but it's very, very beautiful. Can you hear it crunching? I told you it was stiff. All right. Yes, I'm struggling a titch, but we'll see how this works out. All right. Trying to make it as flat as I can. I can put a glue dot underneath there. And then if I put my panels like so, what do you think? Will that work? I think it'll work. All right, let's get these glued down. And because there's so many layers in this card, I am not using dimensionals, because I believe this card is plenty thick enough already. I may put some dimensionals behind the dragonflies, but not on these pieces. I kind of like the dragonflies when they have their wings popped up a bit. I'm just trying to center it and have the same clearance, but I like that black space in the middle. Okay, so far so good. Let us put a dimensional on our little friend here and pop his wings up a titch. All right. Man, he's pretty. I hope they come out with different colors in this glimmer paper. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, these are beautiful, but it would be nice to have others too. All right, now I'm thinking I need to bring in my little box of tricks. I can find them. Oh, there they are. Little iridescent pearls. And they are different. It just depends the way you look at them. They're different shades of blue, green, gold, even a little bit of red and purple. I'm going to put some of those on here too, because I can. Well, I need the other end of the take your pick tool. Where did I put it? It's probably staring me right in the face. Huh. All right then. I guess we're going to have to do without. I don't know what I did with it. How pretty is that? This one has a little bit of a green tinge. There we go. I think I'm going to put a couple more on, just because I can. Usually I do 3. I think tonight we're going to do 5. Actually, why don't I put them right... Ooh, Shelly, that's a good idea. We're going to use them right on the heads of the dragonflies. I dropped it and I can't see it. Where did I drop it? There it is. All right, now we need a glue dot to anchor that ribbon in place, and then we'll trim its tails. I'm going to put one under here. And one under here. If I can get under here. Holy sparkly goodness. I had a bit of waste there, but I think I have a little knot for my leftover bin. Look at that, I do. Okay. This guy we're going to just put... His tail's wonky. Let's fix that up. I guess not his tail, it's his body, but anyway. We're going to glue him right flat on the inside. And right there. All right, let's get some of this mess out of here so we can see this. Can you see all of that sparkly goodness? That is so pretty. And there's the inside. And here is our first card. So there you have it. Those are our 2 cards for tonight. And once again, if I can get it out here, it's the Dragonfly Garden bundle. And this is coming in the January to June mini catalog. I did my pre-order today, so I've got more products coming. and I've ordered your catalogs, so those will be here as well. So that gives you guys something to look forward to. And I'm sure you'll have the catalogs worn out before January gets here. If it's anything like my catalog is all dog-eared. I actually took it last night, and now I've had my catalog for probably 2 weeks now, and I've got it so worn out that I took clear Mac tack and covered it, because my outside cover was getting all ratty and dog-eared. So I fixed it up a little bit with some clear Mac tack. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight, ladies. I am going to say good night, and I will see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock right here. Bye-bye for now. Have a good day.